Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. That pass has been well intercepted. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rummenigge. Well, that is one way to stop him. David Villa hits one! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Stood up well to him there. Messi. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Son Heung-min. Picked out brilliantly. Yamal. Dundee upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Yamal tries making a foray down the right. Son Heung-min. Messi. Mendes kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Fran Garcia. Played back in. And it's Messi. Yamal. Rummenigge. Otto gets across to intercept that. David Villa. Oh, that is a nice touch. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Passing is crisp and sharp. Belletti. Ruben Neves. And here's Bellingham. Van Dijk. Here's Rodri. Rummenigge. And here's Son Heung-min.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Pedri. Pedri with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. And he's had a hit! Fair attempt, just the wrong out. And we hit half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
Quick request for support
The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
He can run onto that. Oh, that's well spotted. Nuno Mendes. Bellingham. And it's Son Heung-min. Pedri, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Mbappe. In with the challenge. Bellingham. Now it's Son Heung-min. And it's Ruben Neves. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Up he goes! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Now it's Batistuta. Can he get it through? And Messi! That's another chance! That's a half-decent try. Ruben Neves is there, and he can pick it up.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
The attendance
it
for
forward.
this match was 72,000.
Just about up to the hour now. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Rummenigge, that's good vision. Kaká finds himself offside. That is a great pick out. And he was alert to it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, super find. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now that looks a decent ball. Rodri. Now it's Son Heung-min. He could be, he's going for goal! And it's in! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his people.
Son Heung-min!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bellingham, and here's Son Heung-min. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0, and the shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
And we have our very first corner. Goes in for the header! Goal! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. It is a good finish, the odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's found the way through. Van der Ven. Bellingham. Oh, good take in a good area. Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Good reason for optimism here. And he's there to clear it. Chance to shoot! Decent enough try.
Otto really looked as though he had
Added minutes
chosen
have been
correctly then,
indicated.
and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And it's Batistuta. And he's in on goal! Rodri. And time is up. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match that
and
will
welcome
really
to
get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. And here's Torres. Fernando Torres. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I feel I must point towards Torres. His reputation still causes defenders to get nervous, and his variety of goal scoring, that's what's so hard to contain. He'll poach and produce a wonder strike.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Rodri. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Deftly done. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Pedri. And he cuts out the supply. Pedri goes steaming forward.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Batistuta. Look at the spec. Great hit! They've scored! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Rummenigge. Bellingham. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That'll be a throw. Swept in. Bellingham. Well read, nice interception. Rodri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yamal has it out wide and in space. He's had a hit! Goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Messi. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Guardiola is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Quality ball. Shot a goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. Dundee have the chance to go the other way. Chips it through. Fernando Torres. Now that's a fine challenge. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Guardiola. And it's Messi. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Torres. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rummenigge. Guardiola. Bellingham. Nuno Mendes. Bellingham. Oh, he's onto this. It's Son Heung-min! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Son Heung-min knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Otto. Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. Neymar. Chance for the header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got 2 strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
898.
Otto. Now Van de Ven. Nuno Mendes. And here's Bellingham. Oh, played through for the wide man. Cleared away. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Guardiola. And here's Messi. Lovely close control. Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Climbs up big! It's in! Into the lead once more! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Torres. Can he latch on to this?
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Son Heung-min. Pedri. Well, they've got it again. Well, that looks a decent... Has a goal! He should have put that one away.
Batistuta really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
So will they make it count again? Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear. Otto. Gets his pass away. And the shot!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
That's beautifully weighted. Now it's Neymar. Oh, Yamal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. He's played him through. And the shot! And he hits the net! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
And that means just one thing: match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display, what a player.
Son Heung-min! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Substitution.
Time for a change in personnel. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Messi, Batistuta, great chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that is the last effort of the game. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Konate does really well to win the ball there. Otto. Hernandez cuts out the pass. Bruno Fernandes. Shapes to shoot! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. And that is out of play. And that's definitely not his best. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
There's the shot! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Now it's Messi. Konate spots it and intercepts. Now it's Torres. And he's in on Neymar! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful, loved it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after score.
It's in! And they get themselves in front! So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Torres. Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Well, played right into his path. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And we have our very first corner. Otto attempts a clearance. Hernandez. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Neymar. Guardiola. Bruno Fernandes. Well-timed, excellent interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get onto this? Konate. Messi. Guardiola. Now it's Son Heung-min.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Terrific header! Danger averted for now. No, that's been intercepted. Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Torres has created one goal already. And he was quick to react. Messi. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
There will be 3 minutes.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Pedri. And here's it's Son Heung-min! And it's there! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business. And the first half is done.
Well, every time they've gone through the gears, Peter, they've looked like scoring. So provided they can stay well clear of the handbrake, they ought to be completely out of sight fairly soon.
Watch the screen for an
It
information
really has
bulletin
been
from
an
the regional
astonishing
police
game,
department.
peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. So we're just settling back into this second half. No reported change to either side during the break. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Here's Hoeneß. That's surely a foul, free kick. Torres. Now it's Neymar. He might be in here! Neymar is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Messi. Oh, that was vital.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. That's headed upfield. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bruno Fernandes. Guardiola. Now it's Torres. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Batistuta. Guardiola.
The attendance for this match
Otto.
was 71,649.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Diogo Costa with the clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. Fernando Torres. Oh, Messi! He's got a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Batistuta. Hernandez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh no, what has happened? And Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cleared without hesitation. Almeria have the chance to go the other way. Short changes him with that pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Guardiola. That's a little off target. Neymar. That has been cut short. Into the last quarter of an hour. Messi. Neymar. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. That's a lovely, neat pass. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's been picked out. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Almeria do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Batistuta. Bastoni wins the duel this time. He's shifting through the gears here. Van der Ven did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pinches it off him. Guardiola. Van der Ven cuts it out. Bruno Fernandes. This is promising.
That's
a sharp pass. Guardiola calmly anticipates. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Messi. Played into space out wide. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. And they are cruising away. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, he makes finishing.
And that's that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
With the owner of a
Son
blue
Heung-min
car parked
reflecting
outside the
on
stadium
a
gate,
stellar
kindly
performance
remove it, as
and
it is
now
about to be
taking
thrown
home
away.
a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were